You know what God is asking you to do. You have known for a while. Let them go. And the part of you that loves him says, yes, I trust you. And the part of you that loves them says, but what if this is the one? What if I let go and I lose them forever? What if surrender means I never get what I have been praying for? And so you hold on, not in rebellion, in fear, and you call it hope. But underneath, this is not a video about giving up. I need you to hear that first. Surrender is not the same as loss. Releasing is not the same as rejection. Letting go is not the same as saying it was never real. This is a video about what surrender actually is, what it looks like in practice, and why the God you are surrendering to is the safest place that person could ever be. By the time we finish here, you are going to understand why surrender feels like loss, but functions like protection. You are going to have something practical, not just a prayer point, but a real process for what surrendering a person to God looks like on a Tuesday morning when it is hard. And there is something in the story of Hannah that nobody uses in this context. It is sitting in one moment. And when you see what she did after she surrendered, everything changes. Here is the belief I want to challenge. We have been taught that surrender is passive, that you pray, you release, you feel peace, and then you just wait, detached, floating, unbothered. And when the peace does not come, when you wake up at 3 a.m. still thinking about them, when a song plays and the grief comes back, you think you did it wrong. You think you did not really surrender. You think your faith is too small. But Philippians 4:7 says, the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Not the peace of God will remove all feeling. Not. Surrender means you stop caring. Guard your heart and mind. Peace is not the absence of feeling. It is the presence of God in the middle of the feeling. You can grieve and be surrendered at the same time. You can miss them and still trust God. You can feel the loss and still believe in the plan. Surrender is not about feeling nothing. It is about trusting someone more than you trust your own understanding. So here is what is actually happening when you cannot let go. Your heart has made a forecast. It has decided, consciously or not, that this person is the answer to the loneliness, to the longing, to the prayer you have been praying. And so releasing them feels like releasing the answer. But here is what God is asking you to trust. He is not asking you to release the desire. He is asking you to release your grip on how and who and when. The desire for love, for partnership, for covenant, He put that in you. He is not taking it away. He is asking you to stop making this specific person the only possible answer to a prayer that He has already heard. Now, Hannah, she wanted a son. She wept every year. She was provoked. She was in pain. She was misunderstood, even by her priest, who thought she was drunk when she was just desperate. And she prayed. She made a vow. She surrendered. And then 1 Samuel 1:18 says, she went her way and ate something, and her face was no longer downcast. Before the answer came, before the pregnancy, before any visible evidence that God had heard her, she ate, she went her way. Her face changed. That is what real surrender looks like. Not, I have no feelings about this anymore. Not, I am completely healed and unbothered. I have placed this in hands bigger than mine, and I am going to live today as if those hands can be trusted. So here is the process. 5 practical movements of surrender. Not stages, not a formula. Movements, because some days you will need to return, and returning is not failure, it is faithfulness. The first movement, name what you are actually holding, not just the person, the specific version of the future you built around them, the timeline you adjusted, the hope that this was finally the one, the fear that if this is not it, you do not know when it will be. Write it down, every piece of it. The Christmas you imagined, the children you named in your head, the way you started to believe your waiting was over. Surrender what is written, not just what is felt, because what you cannot name, you cannot release. The second movement, say it out loud to God, not a polished prayer, not the version that sounds surrendered, the honest version. God, I do not want to let this go. I believe you are good, and I am struggling to feel it right now. I do not understand why this is the ask, but I trust you more than I trust my own fear. And so, I am giving you what I am holding. Not because I feel peace, but because you are worthy of my trust. That is the prayer. Honest, specific, chosen. Because surrender is not an emotion. It is a decision made in the middle of the feeling, not after it passes. The third movement, remove the idol from the altar. This is the most practical one. If you are checking their social media every day, that is not surrender. That is surveillance. If you are keeping the thread alive just in case, that is not hope. That is a door you have not actually closed. Surrender requires action, not cruelty, not a dramatic announcement. Just removing the thing that is keeping your heart tethered to something you have given to God. You cannot place something on the altar and keep one hand on it. The fourth movement, return to your assignment. This is what Hannah did. She went her way. She did not sit and wait for the proof. She did not stay at the altar until the answer came. She went her way. Your assignment still exists. Your purpose was not paused because this person entered and exited your story. The work God gave you to do is still waiting for you. The ministry, the friendships, the growth, the becoming. Return to it. Not to distract yourself from the grief, but because your life is happening while you wait for what is coming. And the woman who is fully alive in her purpose is the woman who receives covenant from a place of wholeness, not desperation. The fifth movement, praise before the evidence. Hannah worshipped before the pregnancy, before the proof, before anything changed externally. This is the movement that confuses the enemy most, because praise is a declaration. I trust you with what I cannot see. I believe you with what I cannot feel. I worship you in the middle of what is not yet resolved. Praise is not pretending. It is not performing peace you do not have. It is choosing in the middle of the ache to anchor yourself to who God is instead of what you are feeling. That anchor does not remove the storm, but it holds you in it until the weather changes. Here is the prayer for this. Lord, I am giving you what I have been holding, not because the feeling is gone, but because you are worthy of my trust. Take the specific future I built in my mind. Take the timeline. Take the hope I placed in this person. Redirect it to you. Guard my heart from repicking up what I have placed in your hands. And help me go my way today, face changed. Not because the answer is here, because you are. Pray that tonight and the morning after, until the altar feels clean. Just for a moment, close your eyes if you can. 6 months from now, you're not carrying this, the way you're carrying it today. Not because they came back, not because the answer arrived, because you surrendered, really surrendered, and something in you became free. Free to live today, free to love the people in front of you, free to build what God gave you to build. And from that freedom, you receive what is coming without the desperation that distorts. You look back at today, the day you placed it on an altar and walked away, and you call it the turning point, not because you lost something, because you trusted someone. We began with the thing you already knew God was asking. We discovered that surrender is a decision made in the middle of feeling, not after it passes. We saw Hannah go her way before the evidence came, and we found 5 movements. Name what you are holding. Say it honestly to God. Remove the idol from the altar. Return to your assignment. Praise before the evidence. Surrender is not the end of the story. It is the moment the real story begins. If something shifted in you today, type "I release and I trust" in the comments. I want to pray over every single one. Before you go, I am praying that the God who holds the stars holds this too, that you leave today lighter. Not because the situation changed, because your grip did. You are not giving up on love, you're giving it to the author of it. And my dear, he writes better endings than anything we could hold on to. Your time is coming, my dear. God does not lie. Stay faithful. Keep showing up. He sees you. He knows your name. I will see you in the next one. God bless you.